Hey man, what to do? What it is? You already know the vibes. It's your boy, Mr. Bell, aka I can't say your name on the spot. Might not with you tomorrow. Actually, so I'm gonna try this new AKA out on y'all. I was listening. I imagine I get everything from Glow nowadays. Glow heavy. Big Q, not the little one. How does that ride?
I fucks with it. But you big Q, not the little one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with it.
Will, what
I
you
mean, they're cool, but like some people go like associated with your white though.
I mean, the weight is what the weight is.
Hey,
Ain't no shame in my weight.
Hey, we living in the moment. We living happy, and however we presenting ourselves, then fuck with it. Then big Q, nigga.
Big Q, not the
big
little one. You know
Q.
what I mean?
You the
But
little one some days though. Sometimes you got a little nigga energy.
yeah, not on no day. No flip.
Some days, nigga. Hey, the days are in with Y, nigga. You be
hey, never get carried away. Man, y'all heard the voices, but first, man, Mr. Burglass himself. Oh, this man's some money. He appeared.
When I filed my taxes, I just went ahead.
I
put
need
you
to
down
do
at charity
that.
work.
I need to hit up my tax lady. I'm glad you said something. I be forgetting.
Put you down for charity, and I got a nice deduction for you. So,
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you should have found me as a dependent, as much as I depend on you to do these files. But yeah, Mr. Burglass himself. Man, you know my dog, man. You know the host of From My Perspective. What up, Dion?
Hey, I'm doing good. Hey, just know it. I know it in a sports podcast, but NFL offseason going crazy already, and my team ain't doing nothing. I just want to, we ain't doing nothing.
But does your team ever do
We
it?
don't, but I was hoping, I had hope. Maybe we did something. All we did was restructure contracts. That's it. And sign.
I mean, it saved y'all some money.
Yeah, that's it.
Nothing too exciting. Ain't no wow factor. Ain't no wow factor in that.
Nah, I want some players to get me excited, but I guess I gotta wait till the draft. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that next week.
We will. But all right, man, we've been ranking the greatness, taking different labels, and we ranking them and giving them. So speaking of them, from our perspective, what their best albums are, the best artists on that label, the best music on that label. So we're here to do SoSoDef. SoSoDef is very dear to me. It's very dear to my heart because if anybody know, I love me some Jermaine Dupri. The man, he writes nothing but classics. What he say? I write the songs that the whole world sings.
Mm-hmm. He ain't wrong either.
He ain't. That man ain't wrong. That man got some joints. Hell, we could do just a 5 of Jermaine Dupri songs that ain't got nothing that he just wrote or produced or whatnot in. That could be a completely different separate topic. But so I was gonna give my Jermaine Dupri his flowers. So this was my opportunity to do that. So we're gonna get into the bag. Honestly, I'll be beginning. How we start? Do we start with artists? Do we start with songs?
I think we start with songs.
Okay, cool. So, all right, we're gonna give our top 5 songs, each of us on the like I said, on SoSoDef. And Dion asked some questions pre-pod, so why don't you ask them now so we can address them?
Yeah, man, because I was doing my research pretty much all day. I was in work, and while I was in this press box, I was just looking up SoSoDef stuff. Even like on my ride home, found me a SoSoDef playlist on Spotify. Listening to it, trying to get myself re-familiar because I knew the songs, but I know, with these labels, you really don't be knowing who's with who, so you gotta re-familiar. So that was some stuff. There was a song out there. I mentioned it in a little bit since we're on songs, but Jermaine Dupri produced it. It was kind of under the guy. There was a guy, the main person on the song. He was under the umbrella of SoSoDef, but it was distributed by a different label. And it's a really good song. It's one of them songs you sing a lot that you lose your breath on when you sing it. But I was like, damn, I don't know if it counts. So I wrote it down. I just put a question mark with Dupri produced it. So I don't know. So we'll
okay. I mean, we all know the song you're talking about. We ain't gonna say it, but we all know the song you're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. But yeah, we good. So we did say if the person was managed or if the person produced it, then yeah, we'll let it ride. Typically, I be trying not to. So
It's
that's why
hard.
I say I got some songs that technically Jermaine Dupri did, but they're not SoSoDef, actual SoSoDef songs.
Because this song wasn't in the playlist, but it was under that artist's top hits. I was like, damn. But he was with that group. But you was with that label at the time.
Yeah. It goes. It's like that because it's a particular person. So yeah. We're gonna get into the bag. All right, bet we're gonna start off with songs.
Yeah.
Dion, we're gonna let you go first. Give us your top five.
All right, top
We'll talk
five.
about your five after the fact. We're gonna let you get through
Let me
your
go ahead. Top five. First up, when I looked at the list of who was in SoSoDef, first name that showed up was Escape. And that first song I thought of was Who Can I Run To? That song's a banger. It never gets skipped in my car. I'll be singing it loud as hell in my car, in my privacy of my own home when I'm by myself. So I had to put Who Can I Run To because it's a banger.
It is.
Next up was by them Franchise Boys. The Franchise Boys was my childhood. And I had to put Lean With It, Rock With It. You can't go wrong with Lean With It, Rock With It. It was just that song. And then there's another song. I have personally seen fights get started when this song plays in the club at some college parties, but never scared by Bone Crusher and T.I. Can't go wrong with that song. And the song that I was somewhat talking about earlier, Like You by Bow Wow and Sierra. People have probably passed out trying to sing that song. You can't go wrong. And then it was last song, my bad. Yeah. Last song, Where's the Party At by Jagged Edge. Those are the 5 songs that when I was listening to the playlist that I gravitated to, and it brought back some memories from my childhood. Because this is part of my childhood too. Now they started in the 90s, and obviously I was born in 96, but when I was listening to music, these was my songs.
I feel it.
So
I feel it. I'm not gonna judge you too much. I do. The Escape song that you chose, I think. I would have went a different route.
Okay.
But that's just me. Will, you got anything about Dion's list?
Nah, so I see the thing with Jermaine Dupri is he gonna have everybody's list gonna have a hit or two that everybody's list didn't have. So I'm cool with this list.
Okay.
I understand what he's saying. Growing up to that shit, it shocked me when he said he was born in '96 because I was 9. It's like, almost a decade in.
I will be deferring to you guys because a lot of the songs, because this was it started in '93 when I was looking it up. '93 to they lasted to about 20. They 25th anniversary was in
what was that? 18, 17?
It was something 3 because they started in 90. Oh yeah, 18. Yeah, 18. Right. So their 25th anniversary wasn't that long ago. So I'm gonna defer to you guys because the songs came out when you guys was coming up. I had to go back and listen to some of these songs in my earlier days. These wasn't my childhood, but that was my childhood, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. We ain't judging you too much.
It's probably like your cleaning up songs, like your people put on.
Yeah.
Type
Well,
stuff.
if we talk about clean up song, we going a little bit further back. My
Okay.
my grandma was born in 37.
Well, see, yeah. See, you say your grandma. I figure if your mom was cleaning, you would have been maybe on some 90 shit.
No.
I get you, because my mom would play that old shit too. So, but she wasn't,
Yeah, my mom didn't really play that. Everybody else's mom had that. It's for like if I tell you, it's like Gerald Levert and Luther Vandross. At the time, though, I guess they was old, but not like old. You know what I mean? Gerald Levert was just popping in.
Yeah, that was in that day though. That was making music at that time.
Yeah, that's why I said my mama didn't really play the old stuff.
My mama played like the Marvin Gaye's and the Lenny Williams and like the old stuff, Commodores, and so
Commodore, yeah, I know about the Commodores. I know a little bit about the Commodores.
See, my mama didn't play that stuff. Like I said, she played Luther and Gerald.
But if you ever want to hear good music, then I suggest you just pull it up on your favorite streaming service. Just do Motown. You'll get it.
I know them joints.
But my list is valid. My list is valid.
Yeah, your list is
Yeah,
smooth.
it's cool. Ain't no
Your
wrong
list,
with it.
your list is smooth. It's a song, like Will said, it's a song. I want to see if Will gonna have the song because it's a song that I think should be on everybody's list, but I want to see if Will get it. So Will, show up.
Okay, mine, it's different from Dion. I think we might have one overlapping song, but I don't think so. See, that's the thing about JD. You got a lot of hits when two people can go with 5 different songs and not be the same. I got Money Ain't the Thing, him and Jay-Z in '98.
Yep.
That was that. I remember the video, them riding through town, doing everything they were saying. It was cool. I remember that. 2000, the Let's Get Married remix, Run DMC, Jagged Edge.
Thought about putting that one. I thought about putting that one.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's the thing. I'm telling you, we all could just, go back and forth. What You Like with the Brat and Tyrese, 2000. And then I got S3. I got, I guess this one was just a little bit not fully a SoSoDef type song, so let's kind of put the asterisk next to it because this one was just produced. He just produced the remix, and that's to me is So Into You.
Okay.
So that's what 4. And my 5th one is also a song that he just produced. He co-produced. We Belong Together by Mariah Carey.
He co-produced that?
Yeah.
He
Shit, I might have to do some changing around in this thing because he gonna produce that. If talking about stuff that my mom played while cleaning, that was number 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that Anticipation of Mimi, Mariah Carey CD, that was Jermaine Dupri. That was all. I ain't gonna say Jermaine Dupri. That was also SoSoDef production. See, that's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Dion Will just came out with a bunch of songs that was just Jermaine Dupri. That was not SoSoDef. That does not release SoSoDef.
See that, those were all either Jermaine Dupri or SoSoDef was behind, those classics.
So yeah,
because Jermaine Dupri is SoSoDef, so everything he does is technically SoSoDef.
Technically, yes.
Technically.
All right, man. So here go my 5. Like I said, I try to give everything that was released through SoSoDef. So first is my 5th one is, like Will said, What Do You Like? That was when, for me, I can't speak for y'all. I seen the Brat in a totally different light when that video came out.
Oh yeah, she was a girl I wanted to different from and can I just put this? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to go back. I really meant to put this on there, but I didn't. But I wanted to Funkify.
Yeah.
That was she was different from that rap for me. So like in that's why I mentioned it. And What You Like, she was on that beach, and I was like, oh shit. That's Lisa's sister.
Look, that's Lisa's sister. I see it now. You know what I mean? I see it there. But yeah, I see why Allen Iverson was, what I'm saying, crazy about that woman. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. Oh, all right. Number 4. So, like Dion said, them Franchise Boys, you said, like I was in middle school, them Franchise Boys joint came out. They had a different vibe for me. They had a complete different vibe for me. But for me, the one that I rocked with was the actually what's the White Team remix with Bow Wow and the Brat, and then of course JD was on it too. So yeah, that one. Don't get me wrong, I love. It was Lean With It, Rock With It holds a special place for me because me and my cousin we always did the dance, right?
Yeah.
We always we always did the dance, so it was a thing. It's like a special memory for me. But that White Tee remix, you know what I'm saying? Which, like I said, Bow Wow, the Brat, JD was dope. Number 3 for me is Where the Party At. Number 2 is Let's Get Married remix. Honorable mention is Understanding by Escape. Let me get that out before I go my number 1, because neither one of y'all had this one. My number 1 is Charlene by Anthony Hamilton.
Okay.
Charlene, you can't go wrong. With I'm mentioning it to him later, but yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that I love me some Anthony Hamilton. And Charlene, I sung that song like I actually was on the road and somebody was at home waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I really sung that song like I had a woman at home. Hold on, not YT remix. I think they like me remix. My bad. It's not YT remix.
I think they like.
I think they like me remix. Sorry. With Bow Wow JD. I kept like, this is not the YT remix. That's not the song. It's not the song. Right? It's like, what's the name of that damn song? I think they like me remix. Okay, that's my number 4. Like I said, where you the Brat featuring Tyrese is 5. Oh, I think they like me remix. Where the party at? Let's Get Married remix, and then Charlene. I love Charlene. Like I said, honorable mention, Understanding.
So none of y'all got Never Scared.
It started on the list, but it just kept going down.
Cause no cap though, because when I was listening to the playlist and that Never Scared, I was like, oh, this is SoSoDef. Played it about 4 or 5 times in the car. That was one of them songs, man. Hey. And he think I'm a punk.
Yeah, nah, it started. So when I was working on this list, I was talking to my girls about it, and we was going through all the songs, and that song came out. Like I said, it was on the list, but it started bumping its way down. It just started bumping its way down because it's the Young Blood song that Lil Jon produced. I can't think of the name of that damn song, but the Young Bloods album came out on SoSoDef. He like had to reinvent himself a little bit. Damn, that's the name of the song. Damn came out on SoSoDef, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and I ain't never scared. Started not making the list. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least for me. All right, bet. Let's go to
Y'all mentioned that Ghost Town DJs. That my boo.
We ain't mentioned Chris Cross song either.
You know that my boo. That Ghost Town DJs.
And you know that made a resurgence, especially when TikTok got going. It made a whole resurgence.
Yeah.
Bet. All right, let's go to albums. Dion, what you got?
Okay, so album's a little bit tough. Album kind of coincides with artists for me. But first off, my first one I started out with Beware of the Dog. We gonna talk about him in a little bit. Shout out to my man Bow Wow, Shad Moss. Actually, today is his birthday, so shout out to Bow Wow. So I had to put Beware of the Dog because Bow Wow, he was probably making him so much money for SoSoDef, and I don't know, he was better when he was little Bow Wow in terms of the music he was producing than he was with Bow Wow. But when he was little Bow Wow, he was SoSoDef, and I got off the hook as obviously with Escape.
Mm-hmm.
On top of our game, and then I put Jagged, a Little Thrill.
Okay.
So I had to put that one. And then the last one was tough for me. So I really was like, I don't know what I should do. So I just like, I thought about putting this other group on there, but I was like, they was more good before they got with him. So I just went with Anthony Hamilton, coming from where I'm from.
You said it like it was a letdown.
No, it's not a letdown, but it's like that's just the one I went with, coming from where I'm from. Cause I was like, damn, Anthony Hamilton do got them hits. I gotta put him on the list. So that's why I mean songs is a little bit different than artists and album and
Yeah.
because it's just that one song. The body of work of these people, the body of work of an album, body of work of the song, coming from where I'm from, I had to put it on the list.
Okay. All right. I feel it. I mean, you said it like it was like an afterthought, like it barely made the list. That's all I'm saying. Will, what you get?
This is artist or album?
Albums.
Album.
Albums, okay. For albums, oh, man, I was ready for artists. Let's see, because I
I
gotta
couldn't
think.
remember the order in which we did them. So I was like, all right, we just go down.
Yeah, it's fine. I just got to put my thinking cap on real quick, real fast.
Yeah, my bad. Look,
Nah, you straight. Oh, because the albums, it gets me because, like you said, it's one of those things where he was involved with albums, but not necessarily.
Yeah, you gotta look at the body of the work out because some of them albums they got one good song or two good songs. That ain't gonna cut it for a good album. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's not. But like you said, the anticipation of Mimi when Mariah Carey dropped, it would have been in the top 5 for real. But
Yeah, I
Jermaine,
would have put that if it was a full. So yeah.
yeah, if it was, but Jermaine Dupri produced most of it, so it kind of is a full SoSoDef. Look, all the songs you think of from that album, Jermaine Dupri did.
That whole album was fire, bro. My mom had it. Had that thing on replay.
And technically, again, if we talking about producing credit, Jermaine Dupri did Confessions.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Also
yeah,
had that album too.
but we didn't put the song on any of the, song list. So it's kind of like you're gonna put the album on the album list.
Yeah, no, I was saying I ain't gonna do it, but if we being like we said, being technical.
Technically, yeah.
Jermaine Dupri cooked all that stuff up. Him and Brian Michael Cox, they cooked all that stuff up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his name? Austin, Justin Austin, Terry Austin. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong.
Yeah. So on the albums, I'm gonna go with I gotta go with that Crisscross.
I was thinking about it, but I couldn't do it.
Four times platinum.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta give them props for that, even if it, might not been, or you missed it or whatever. My list is older. I'm gonna go with the Beware a Dog, the Bow Wow album. I liked
I'm sorry. Which Chris Cross album did you put again?
Crisscross, the Totally Crossed Out.
Okay.
Yeah, 92. That's the one that had a jump on it. It went 4 times platinum.
Not to interrupt. I would have put that one, but when I was looking it up, they said SoSoDef didn't start till 93, so I excluded anything before 93 from Chris Cross.
That's the thing. JD found them at a mall. It just sold them the route. So yeah, that's the correct gift.
So, but
yeah, it comes up as one of his most notable albums released from the label. So that's why I included it.
Got you.
But yeah, Totally Crossed Out, and then the Beware a Dog. The Franchise Boys, because of the amount of steam they had.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to put that. What's that? On the top of our game.
Yep.
And then Jagged Edge. That I like that J.E. Heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
With Let's Get Married and Promise on there.
Yes.
And what's that, 4? Yeah, Crisscross, Bow Wow, Franchise, Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna go with the Escape album. I'll go with the Brat's Funkified.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel it. My 5. So I am gonna go with the Escape album, but I actually gonna go with the first Escape album, which is Humming Coming at You. I'm assuming it's saying I'm coming at you, but it starts with an H. But my 4th one is On Top of Our Game. Like I said, Franchise Boys just had a whole different vibe to me. Coming Where I'm From is 3. He's Anthony Hamilton, you know what I'm saying? Beware of Dog is 2, and then J.E. Heartbreak is 1. Which I could have put a bunch of Jagged Edge albums on this list. I was trying not to put another Jagged Edge album on this list because you know me, I'm an R&B head, and then I love me some Jagged Edge. So Jagged's Little Thrill, it was about to be my number 5, but I purposely switched the Escape and was like, because then I started looking at the Escape and I started listening to it. I'm like, damn, I know all these songs. I'm gonna put this at 5. Even though Jagged Little Thrill, if I'm being truthful, it probably is 5 for real. Because I remember where I was at with Bow Wow, so I can't move Bow Wow down.
No, you can't, because I'm gonna talk about him a little bit, but I know he was. That man was doing his thing in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I can't move. I can't.
Like I said, I wasn't. Did I put Bow Wow on my list?
Yeah, you did. We all had the word.
All right. I was like, I can't exclude Bow Wow. I might not necessarily agree with some of the later work he did, where he got real thuggy. It's like, bro, we've been watching you since you was.
Yeah, that's regular. That's regular Bow Wow. Little Bow Wow is who we talking. Regular Bow Wow.
Okay. All right. No. So, but here's the thing, though. Like, JD's always been an influence in his life.
True.
So, like, I contribute. I say JD contributed to a lot of his life. Now, they did have that riff. I remember they argued on social media and things like that. But, so Bow Wow is forever connected to SoSoDef for me.
Yeah, Bow Wow is, it just is what it is. You can't look at Bow Wow and not see SoSoDef. I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, a lot of Bow Wow's later work, like Fresh as I'm is one of my favorite songs, Pole in My Basement. I love that song. Those wasn't technically on SoSoDef, but Fresh as I'm is had Jay Quan on the hook, which was on Signed to SoSoDef, which I forgot about Hood Hop. Not Hood Hop, Tipsy. Hood Hop was the album. Tipsy was I forgot about Tipsy.
That's a good song too.
I forgot to list it as my honorable mention on the song. Also, that and Jagged Edge Goodbye. Again, I could just put a bunch of Jagged Edge in up here. But Tipsy and Goodbye, I forgot to mention them too as honorable mentions. But yeah, so first, like I said, Bow Wow, to Will's point, Bow Wow has always been in the Jermaine Dupri studios, making his albums, even if he wasn't. But the story behind that is Bow Wow left Columbia. Not Bow Wow. JD took SoSoDef from Columbia. Columbia was like, yeah, you can go, but you're not taking Bow Wow and Jagged Edge. So he left the label there, so he was able to take the Brat, and then he was able to rebrand himself. That's where your Bone Thugs, your Bone Crushers, your Young Bloods, your Franchise Boys, all those people come in as like Act 2 of it. But it's just that's the original SoSoDef is the original SoSoDef. So speaking of original SoSoDef, let's get into artists.
So we already talked about it. Bow Wow is definitely on the top 5. Little Bow Wow, at least. He definitely on the top 5. He's on mine at least, so I'm gonna go ahead and mention it. Little Bow Wow, I got Jagged Edge, I got them Franchise Boys, and I got Anthony Hamilton. That's 4. Now I got a couple honorable. I would have put Chris Cross in this, but again, when I was looking it up, Jump came out in 92. SoSoDef didn't start to 93. So I kind of just excluded them.
They had another project that came out afterwards.
Yeah, but it wasn't Jump. It wasn't Jump. It wasn't Jump. I'm just saying. It wasn't Jump.
Solid point.
I was thinking about Escape, and then we talked about it earlier.
But see, it says Chris Cross on the list because it says that Jump was SoSoDef's first number 1 song.
If that's the case, they own her.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about Escape, and then I was also thinking, and this is depending on what you guys say. It only said management, but TLC was listed as an artist under their umbrella. And if y'all gonna count TLC, they in the top 5. I don't care what y'all say. And then that changes a little bit too, because you gotta go put Chasing Waterfalls somewhere in that top 5 songs.
I guess the thing would be like, was Chasing Waterfalls released when was that released when they was under his management?
Yeah, that would be the question.
If they wasn't, then you really gonna do those. So that's why I didn't include TLC, because I wasn't sure if No Scrubs and some of the other.
So No Scrubs came out somewhere between like 99.
See, we have to
Waterfalls
figure out.
came out in like 94. At least it came out in that album in 94. Don't necessarily know when. Let me look at that up.
When he was manager. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't do the research. I just kind of was like, okay, well.
When I looked up, it just said it had them listed. Then in parentheses it said management. So
Yeah, because technically he had a lot, like I said, because I know at one point he had something to do. He managed 3LW too. Like,
I mean, he had a lot of influence on the industry, though.
Yeah, true.
Like, so, like, you were just kind of, he was a hit maker. So, like labels would pay him to come in and consult. You feel me?
But yeah, so Bow Wow, Jagged, them franchise boys, Anthony Hamilton, and then since we're putting Jump in the category, I'm gonna put Criss Cross.
Okay, it's a name. I'm gonna let you slide because of your age. I'm gonna get on your head in a minute.
All right.
Will, go ahead with your.
This is artist, right?
Yep.
Yeah, artist.
So I did my artist more on a. I didn't include some of the ones that I know he worked with a lot. Like, I know he worked a lot with Mariah. I know he worked a lot with Usher, you know, and people like that. So I just kind of, like Dion said, you know, you try to stick to the ones that says that he directly, you know, was with them when they had that big hit and you know, kept them going. Criss Cross, mine's is in no order. Like, my whole list has been every list has been this show, no order. Y'all,
Same.
you know, put that in order y'all want to. How y'all think it feels? Criss Cross. I'm gonna go with Jagged Edge. Because of my age and the time, and like I said, the Brat was just like, you know, a big artist to me. So I'm gonna go to Brat. I'm gonna put Bow Wow on the list out of respect because I know the type of numbers he did and just deserved to be on the list. And because they brought him to fame, I didn't include his songs on any of my other lists because I just didn't feel like we associated him with SoSoDef. But y'all, you know, brought it to my light. Y'all persuaded me. I took somebody off the list and added Anthony Hamilton.
Okay. All right, cool. So I think I'm gonna get on your head a little bit. You did a SoSoDef top 5 artists, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't mention the Brat.
I didn't mention the Brat in anything because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not familiar. I will be tonight in about 2 hours, but I wasn't familiar.
There's no SoSoDef without the Brat.
Okay.
So when I was making this list and I was sitting there and I was thinking, like I said, we was talking about it. We was at a party, and when I was putting the list together after I had listened to the music, and I was like, you can't do SoSoDef artists without Jagged Edge, Bow Wow, the Brat. Them three, you gotta put them three on the list because that is what when you think of SoSo. For me, at least what I would assume people would do when you think of SoSoDef, them are the three people you think of. Is Bow Wow, the Brat, and Jagged Edge.
Yeah,
then you could go off the other two.
You can blame my age. Like I said, I'm not familiar with her work, but I will get familiar with her work in about 2 hours.
Yeah. So
here's the thing, Dion. It wasn't like she had a huge impact, but some would say it wasn't like there was a catalog that you could go and be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go on a binge and go crazy on the Black.
I don't know, man. I think
she has a nice amount of time.
While we're here, I need one song from each of y'all that I should listen to while I take my shower tonight.
Well, go ahead.
I would just start with Funkdafied. I mean,
I was going to say Funkdafied would be the one.
But like I said, fine. Putting 10. I mean, come on, Quentin. You made that face. Put 10. You know, when he said he was going to study or listen for 2 hours, he'll be familiar in 2 hours from now. That was more than enough time to get familiar with the Brat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the Brat is Beyonce. But what I'm saying is when you think of SoSoDef in that light.
She's Beyonce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not saying she was being
What
paid on
Bow might be
class.
now. Bow might be Beyonce and the Brat might Kelly.
Yeah,
Maybe
so-
Michelle and then Chris Cross is Kelly.
yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying in this situation. But so like I said, I typically rank mine. My 5 would have been Skate. My 4 is Anthony Hamilton. My 3 is the Brat. My 2 is Jagged Edge. My 1 is Bow Wow because of the fact Bow Wow's Bow Wow. Like we'll see it. What you say? You put up the numbers. You can't argue. You can't argue with the numbers.
I did, just off screen a little bit. We ain't trying to get, we're not trying to get in trouble. I did listen to a couple notes of the Funktified. I've heard the chorus of that song. I'm trying to remember. It had to been a movie or something. I heard that song.
You probably just heard it growing up because it was like
Heard the chorus of that song.
It was one of those songs that when it played, they played it. You didn't turn the radio down or skip the station or go to the next track. You kind of played that Funktified when it came out.
I'm trying to think. Was it on? I think it was on one of them Nickelodeon shows at the end where they did performances. It might have been another place where you heard it, but I don't know if it was Kenan and Kel or All That, but I want to say they did do that on one of them shows. I don't know. But yeah, that's SoSoDef. I forget. Tipsy goes hard. I just want to say it.
Yeah,
Tipsy goes hard. And so does Damn by the Young Bloods. But yeah, man. Dion, I appreciate you.
No problem. Anytime. I mean, I'm sure you got something else going on next week. What other label you going to next week?
No, I gotta talk to that. Gotta talk to Will about that post pod. I gotta ask Will, but nah, Dion, I appreciate you. Will, Mr. Break Glass himself, thank you, sir.
No problem, man. Glad to be here.
As always. Man, y'all know what it is. Thank y'all for listening to another episode of Hold Up and Another Thing presented by Mixed Vibes Media. By now, y'all should know the vibes. Make sure y'all check out From My Perspective. You know what I'm saying? We drop every Friday, so yeah, man. Get your sports intake on that and whatnot. Hold please. I said what I said. They review books, they review TV shows. That's Big Sus, Cuz, that's family over there. So make sure y'all check that out. Make sure.
And so that pod's absolutely awesome. Like, I'll be waiting on Edge for the next episode, man. You gotta tell them I need 2 a week.
Yeah, man,
Week's a lot.
they record. Hey, Dion, you think 2's a week a lot? Wait till I talk to you post pod. It did. Of course, listen to the Mixed Vibes podcast and then listen to Distant Combos with KNS. I know they recording now. I think they got some stuff coming out new real soon. But yeah, man, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for listening. Like I said, make sure y'all go get y'all some Mixed Vibes merch because why not have some vibes? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Later.